Hi, I'm Ryan O'Keefe, AFL footballer with the Sydney Swans. Welcome to another edition of Healthy Eating. Today we're going to do a ricotta and yogurt cake, which is a bit of a twist on the traditional cheesecake. Now I love a cheesecake, it's one of my favourite desserts, but today I'm going to show you a real healthy version of it. We're not going to have any added sugar, and we're going to use nuts and fruit as our base. Now I don't like to use any sugar in my food. Sugar is a simple carb that burns up easy, and if you don't use it, it gets stored as fat. And you don't want them sitting on these bad boys. Okay, now for the base, I'm going to make this using nuts and some dates. Generally, like with a normal cheesecake, you use some biscuits and butter, a lot of sugar, a lot of bad fats, but here we've got a lot of natural fats. I'm not saying all fats are bad, you need some fats in your diet. And the good fats in your nuts, in your olive oils, your avocados, these are essential fats that we need in our body. Now first of all, 100 grams of walnuts. Walnuts are great, they're really good for you, one of the best nuts you could probably have. And then in here, I've got 100 grams of almonds and 50 grams of dates. Now what I've done with them is, I've just soaked them in water for a few hours just to soften them a little bit. You want the dates nice and soft, and the almonds, because they can be quite hard, just a little bit soft. So when you put them through the processor, they'll break up nicely, and there's a bit of moisture to help it bind. And like in all nuts, they're good high proteins. For all you vegetarians out there, it's a great source of protein without eating your meat. Okay, you can go the walnuts, you can go the almonds and dates. Let's give it a turn on. Okay, perfect, we're done there. So what we'll do, in a baking tin, I've just lined this with just a bit of baking paper, so when you bake it, take it out, it's just a lot easier. So we'll get our nut mixture. Let's get it all in there. And just back of the spoon, all we're doing now is just pressing it in. Press it down in the bottom. So you just push it in, cover the base, nice and even. It's exactly the same as if you did this with a biscuit base or butter, but much healthier for you. That's all pressed in there nicely. Okay, base is done. And what we'll do here, we'll just stick this in the freezer quickly, so we'll just set a little bit harder while we get the filling ready. Okay, the base is in there, let's get on to the filling. Back to the processor. Good thing about this recipe, it's easy. We can use it all in the food processor, nice and quick. So what the filling is ricotta cheese. It's low in fat, really good for you, easy to digest. So we've got 300 grams of ricotta cheese. And then natural yogurt, 200 grams of natural yogurt. Natural yogurt, no added sugar, make sure you choose that. A lot of the yogurts you get have got added preservatives, gelatin, sweeteners. Natural yogurt is a versatile ingredient. You can use it for many different things, sauces, marinades, cakes, desserts, on its own, breakfast, whole range of things you can use it for. I use it every day. It's one of my favourite foods. In the processor, it goes our ricotta. There goes our yogurt. Now, 4 free-range organic eggs. You can really taste the difference. In they go. Now, the juice and zest of 1 lemon, just to give it a little bit of zing. Just gives it a bit of a lift and gives it a bit of a bite. Now, the best way to get juice out of a lemon, just give it a roll, and you get more juice out of that way. And a little bit of vanilla paste. That goes in there. And the way we're going to sweeten this up is with honey. Honey's great, nature's sweetener. In goes the honey. So we've got about a couple of good heaped tablespoons of this. That should be plenty. The processor, and give it a good whiz. All right, the filling's ready. Let's get the base out of the freezer. There we go. It's been in the freezer for a little while. It doesn't need to be too long, maybe 20 minutes or so. Just sets it a little bit. So it's nice and set. We've got our filling, we'll just pour it into the base. And it all goes. We'll place this into the oven. You just want it at moderate heat, about 160 degrees. You don't want to cook too long. You'll be able to tell when it's cooked too. It'll be set, give it a touch, a bit of a wobble, it'll be firm, but not rock hard. We want it to cook nice and gently for about an hour, and then we'll let it set and cool for an hour before placing it in the fridge. Okay, it's been in the oven for an hour. You can see how it's nice and firm. Now it's done like that. We'll whack it in the fridge for about 2 hours. Even better, you stick it in overnight and the next day it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, nice and set well. Out it comes. Beautiful, nice. Okay, let's get a nice little slice here. Yeah, nice. Set that there. Let's serve it with some nice fresh raspberries. There you go. There's my healthy dessert, a ricotta and yogurt cake. Thanks for joining me and hope to see you next time on Healthy Eating.